blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, it's love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for love and support. It's totally appreciated. It's like we're going through so many. We're stepping on so many milestones to become our best version of ourselves, and allow yourself to project and reflect on the uniqueness of the beauty that you have to be able to impact others in the same. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl is about to upload her next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good spirits, uplift, that you needed, that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through, trying times and need spiritual guidance or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. So greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music I'm listening to in the background is so peaceful. It's like if you ever put on some meditation music and it makes all your hair stand up and it gives you chills, because like I got so many chills. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm like, ugh. It's called it's by the channel Music of Body and Spirit, meditation music, 432 hertz, deep meditation, nature sounds, Buddhist meditation music, pure positive vibes, chakra, and yoga. And I will post their link in the description box below. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101. Heyoka's You're the Cipher of the ultimate uniqueness is the power no one can take away. There's something always unique about us. There could be, different times people try to mimic you, or try to take your ideas and use it as their own, or just trying to take credit for something that you did. It's like, dad, why couldn't I come up with this? I've went through that a lot of times, like throughout my times. It happened like here, I think once, and it was just like, what, and I've actually connected with people that are like, Roz, I had this great idea and I was doing things, and next thing you know, people were, coming to me, and they're using my kindness for weakness and using it as their own and to project something and go further. It sucks when that stuff happens. I've seen when I used to go to school and stuff like that, I would have a certain hairstyle. Next thing you know, somebody else had it, or I could be dating somebody that they were infatuated with, and they would get their hair done like mine, get their hair cut like mine. It was just weird. I felt like I was in a single black female movie. That one with I forgot, Jane Fonda's niece. I forgot what that chick name was, but that was just crazy. You know, but there's something very unique about you. You are unique for so many different things, even regardless of somebody trying to mimic you. That's one power they cannot take away, even though they may have all your ingredients to something, or all, some kind of information that they may be able to use as their own. But you are made of you. Even if you're a twin, there is still going to be you. Y'all are both, separate on certain things, but you have a lot in common. So it's just like you're that cipher, that divine book that tells a story, on many different things. Maybe it's about your achievements or about your failures and your downfalls, who were you able to impact, who you fell in love with, who you fell out with. All these different things speak of something, where, it took a long time for us to, actually be able to connect and know that we are a part of the divine, we're part of God's image, all these different things. That's very beautiful. A lot of things that we may be going through, it may be hard to put your finger on. Is like, how can I heal from this? How can I not get this memory out of my head? Why do things keep going in reoccurrence? And that's what the universe is guiding us towards, being able to see the beauty in everything, being able to allow yourself to forgive certain things that's going on in your life so you can receive your power back. Plus, double time for those things. And and a lot of times it takes you to have to impact something so tragic for that to be able to happen. For that, you're a part of something that's very beautiful. It's very, very unique. And it's just, the fact is, when we're molding ourselves up to something that even our spiritual beings haven't even grasped the concept of, that like we're all powerful. You were powerful, you know times a million before we got here, but it's just the things that we're doing is something that has not projected out in the world, period. We're changing history within itself. There's so much things that's going on that's repeating certain things, racism, hatred, fashion. A lot of things are repeating history. My mom used to always tell me that. It's like, oh, we used to wear stuff like this back in the 60s and stuff like that. I'm like, are you serious? But it's like life is repeating itself. But for this to be repeated, it's not, it can be repeated, but it's something that's, first time ever type situation. But it's just, it allows you to recognize your power. It allows you to recognize your strength and everything you have experienced, to the things that you're heading towards. You're becoming very creative. All these different things is coming on. It's just like, especially with that, this year has been a whole lot. I can't even say it's been good. I can't say it's been bad, but it reflected a lot of things. I try not to say, I mean, they've had their positive points, but it's also had their negative ones, is the dark ones. But, I try to be able to say, let me be able to use a positive word on how I see the world, because, how you see the world is how you see yourself. I feel like there's a lot of things that I'm still working on. I'm still healing, taking my power back from everything that tried to take that away or allowed to take it away. Being able to stand strong in the things that I believe in, being able to move forward, learning about new different things, and being able to share that with people. That's beautiful, because it's like, when somebody can relate to the things that may be taking place in your life, or it could be something that you needed to hear to be able to give you that confirmation that you need. I hear a lot of y'all saying, like, Roslynn, as soon as it never fails with you. Either you're talking about the things I may be going through, or I can watch a video and next, a day or two, or within that same day, pow, it happens. Or, if I go on a community page and pay something, y'all are getting it there. I want you to be able to have something to laugh at, because we all go through our downfall. You need that little hee hee, a little ha ha, because we cry a lot. We're angry. We're stuck in a low frequency at times. You're trying to make peace with everything that's taking place in your life that pissed you off. You trying to be able to stay at that high vibe, even though there's things around you that's trying to, make sure that doesn't happen. And that's where your power comes from. Even when you're pulling yourself out of the depths of that pain, that I mean, that's power within itself. And a lot of times we may be going from something that may make us contradict it. We don't have that strength to get through it. We don't have that faith in the universe that better days are coming. Not having that belief within ourselves that we can do all that is all that is needed plus more. And that's what's really a beautiful thing about you and your uniqueness. Nobody can't take that away. Regardless of what they try to mimic, nobody can't mimic you. you know they may be able to do, it's just like, there may be something that, how people are out there and they're able to mimic people's voices and stuff like that, which I always thought was really funny, because I do it at times. And even when I do my dad was like, stop doing that, that's just so weird, even for me to say that's weird. But I love being able to do that. But going through different things in our lives, you know it tells a beautiful story. It tells something very beautiful, that us as warriors, us as those foot soldiers, and it is like, a lot of times, we second guess, like, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I can make it. I can't take another disappointment. I can't take another heartbreak. I can't take something, 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 you know but then it's just like, these are the things that's molding a powerful creation. It's like you're let me see what word I want to use. Like, you're an artist that paints a lot of things that gives meaning, even though it may be something abstract. I love abstract art. but then it's just like, what do you get out of it? We all can be looking at the same thing, but we all have different ways of viewing it. It all impacts us with a different meaning, you know, and that's what's good. It's just like you are making your mark in the world in some kind of positive way. You're doing what you can. You're allowing yourself to move forward. You're trying to find your best way of, you know, projecting your uniqueness. There's a lot of things that is making you more creative in what you do. I love vlogging. I like to be uh, media influencer, if that's what you want to call it. Being able to make podcasts, being able to do little short, advisory, on IG, all those different things, because I know I can impact somebody's life in a way that maybe needed to give them that confirmation to know you're not alone. There's somebody out there that really truly understands, the things that may be going through your head, being able to let you know you're not crazy, and all those different things is unfolding, is impacting in a beautiful way. You're finding yourself, a lot of things that may be taking place in your life, they can be out of your control. But a lot of times, life happens to us when we resist against the change. Life happens to us when we're trying to do things on our own, and not allowing the universe to do what we can do it apart. But then it's just at that point where you keep on running into a brick wall, running into a brick wall. That's like universe telling you, okay, are you gonna allow us to step in and do this, or you gonna keep running into this wall because of the actions that you're doing? Because you're either being impatient, you don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in the universe, what they're trying to do for you, and that's how we end up learning. That's how we end up growing through those, intense situations. But then it's like when you get towards that point, that you're manifesting, and you don't think the universe is not answering your prayers in some kind of way. Because a lot of times, people are like, Roslynn, you need to pray for that. Yeah, no. I'm like, I'm not about to do that. Because as soon as you say, oh Lord, let me just pray for the patients to deal with everything I deal with, then you're gonna put on so many different circumstances. Ooh, excuse me, circumstances where all you have to do is just deal with patience, because they're going to put you in situations that's going to strengthen you in your patience. So that anyway I do that, I end up saying, yes, I'm ready for certain chapters to close. Yes, I'm ready to get away from certain people, or yes, I'm ready to heal myself and stop being in my head about the things that has really hurt me. But those things is not going to happen overnight. You're learning from those different things. You're having an understanding that if this didn't take place, really wouldn't know how profound my strength is. I really wouldn't know how determined I am to change things. I really wouldn't know if I had the belief within the universe as well as within myself, if I could do everything that I said I was going to do. I never knew I would have been able to have the determination to make sure that whatever I was feeling at that low moment, I would never feel it again, and keep on trying to add more to my life to make sure that never happens again. And that's where we have to be able to truly understand. Yeah, you may be going through something that is really hard for you to just walk away from, but those are the things, that's where your strength is coming from. And a lot of times, I mean, yeah, go through stuff is just like, ugh, why do I have to keep going through this? Or you get through one thing and like 10 other things pop up, and you have to understand. I had to tell myself, what, you're clearing your slate, you're clearing your karma, and for those that happen, you're doing this for your children, your grandchildren, people out there that you may be connecting with out in the world. Somebody, you are becoming a prayer, you're becoming a blessing for somebody, and vice versa. What you're praying for, somebody may come in your life and answer that blessing, that prayer of a blessing for you, or you may be doing it for them, and you may not understand it at times, but is something I always tell you, oh well, I've had people say, I needed to tell you this. I don't know why they're telling me I needed to tell you this, but I had to tell you this, or I felt like you needed to hear that. Or it'd be somebody and they just popped up in your mind, and They could have been praying like, oh, I wish I had somebody to just physically talk to about this certain situation. And the next thing you know, boom, somebody pops up in your head and say, hey, let me go ahead and call them and see what's going on with them. Because they've been heavy on my mind, or whatever. And it's just like all those different things. We're all a part of the divine, just growing, learning, achieving, you know, learning from our failures, learning from our setbacks, our mistakes, our bad choices, and those things you had to experience for you to know, hey, don't do that again. Or A, have patience for it. Don't jump in head first without thinking about stuff. Really allow yourself to, sit on this. Is this something that is going to be a big investment to you and it's going to add more to what you're trying to manifest or more to the goals you're trying to achieve? Or is this going to, risk everything? And you putting all the things that you have done, you're putting it in a pot that is not too good to be gambling on. So it's like all these things is it's like molding you, being able to see a lot of things, your gifts, which is are popping on left and right. And there are certain things that you've been doing naturally that other people got to really go through some teachings to be able to do that. So you're very special. There are certain things that nobody cannot be able to mimic or copycat, and for those things, that's a blessing. you know you don't realize, it's like the things you may go through. Not saying you don't realize it, but there's at times we don't realize when we go through our tragedies, it's not about that person, even though it's maybe directed at you, but your tragedy becomes somebody else's blessing, because there may be something that has really traumatized you and maybe put you at that low level of frequency, and you've seen the darkest of the dark. You done been enraged, you done snapped, you done cussed folks out, you don't probably beat up folks or whatever, just because of those things. Or you could have been addicted to a lot of things that you thought you would probably die from, because you didn't want to feel the pain that you were going through. You just constantly kept ignoring things and didn't know you were creating another problem just to be able to cope with another problem. When you're achieving those things and you're healing and you're growing, your life experience is being able to be that survival guide, that cheat sheet, even though I don't like the word survival, because you should live and not exist. But that survival guide to be able to help somebody overcome something that they be stumbling on, that you recently just overcome. So allow yourself to really seek within the beauty of the divine of you, because you're a cipher within yourself, that cannot be translated unless another part of you. So I hope you were able to resonate with content, y'all. I'm getting kind of drained. I really want to do another video. I might. If not, it'll be another one on another day. So let me go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Little Miss Empath, La Latin, Latin, Latanya, Latanya. Sorry about that if I messed up your name, Gardner. Twisted Ted Skulls, Movies and Games, much love to you. Ali, and Pranay the Poet, and Chad Baker, much love to you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's so good to have you. Drop a line. I would love to give you a post notification shout out. And if y'all watching this video and you drop me a comment, as soon as I get finished with my videos, I will be answering your comments. So please forgive me. Matter of fact, this is gonna be the last one anyway, because I'm tired. Go ahead and do these comments, because I know I got like about an hour's worth, or maybe even two. Go ahead and reply back. So, I hope you have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible at everything you do. I know you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always him out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you're trying to manifest into your life comes 100 billion times more than what you expected, pray for, ask for, or even imagine. And same when you receive it. Even through social distancing, give out, love, light, positivity, words, vibes, frequencies. You never know. All those things can really take somebody a long way. And I will see you on my next video. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.